Welcome to English with Miss Julia. This lesson is aimed at young learners and we read a story. The title of the story is The Adventures of Larry the Lizard. I encourage you to pause the video regularly, identify new vocabulary, and practice your pronunciation. That being said, let's get started. Once upon a time, in a sunny forest, there lived a little green lizard named Larry. Larry was curious and loved to explore. Every morning, he would climb out of his cozy burrow to greet the sun. Larry's favorite spot was a big old tree in the heart of the forest. He would scurry up its trunk and bask in the warmth of the sun. From his high perch, Larry could see all kinds of wonderful things. One day, as Larry was sunbathing, he noticed a colorful butterfly fluttering by. I wonder where it's going, thought Larry. He decided to follow the butterfly on a new adventure. The butterfly led Larry to a beautiful meadow filled with flowers. Larry had never seen so many colors in one place. He marveled at the reds, blues, yellows, and purples that surrounded him. Larry noticed a group of ants marching in a straight line. "Where are you going?" he asked. "We are gathering food for winter," replied the lead ant. Larry decided to help the ants gather food. He found a berry and brought it over to the ant hill. The ants were very grateful for Larry's help. After helping the ants, Larry continued his adventure. He came across a sparkling stream. Larry loved watching the water ripple and sparkle in the sunlight. As Larry drank from the stream, he saw a fish swimming by. "Hello, fish," Larry called out. The fish swam closer and said, "Hello, Larry. What brings you here?" Larry told the fish about his adventure following the butterfly. The fish listened with great interest. "You should visit the pond," suggested the fish. "There are many interesting creatures there." Larry thanked the fish and decided to visit the pond. The pond was surrounded by tall reeds and lily pads. Larry could hear frogs croaking and birds singing. Larry met a frog named Freddie at the pond. "Welcome to our pond," said Freddie. "Would you like to meet some of the other animals?" Larry was excited to meet new friends. Freddie introduced him to a turtle named Timmy and a dragonfly named Daisy. They all became friends. Larry, Timmy, and Daisy decided to play a game of hide and seek. Larry was very good at hiding because he could blend in with the green leaves. Daisy flew high to find the best hiding spots. After a fun game of hide and seek, Larry said goodbye to his new friends. He promised to visit them again soon. It was time for Larry to head home. On his way back through the forest, Larry found a shady spot to rest. He lay down on a soft bed of moss and closed his eyes. The gentle rustling of the leaves lulled him to sleep. Larry dreamed of all the wonderful places he had visited that day. He saw the meadow, the stream, and the pond in his dreams. Larry felt happy and content. When Larry woke up, the sun was starting to set. The forest was bathed in a golden glow. Larry knew it was time to head back to his burrow. As he walked back, Larry heard a rustling in the bushes. Out popped a friendly squirrel named Sammy. "Hello, Larry. What adventures have you been on today?" Sammy asked. Larry told Sammy all about his day. Sammy listened intently and laughed at the funny parts. "You always have the best stories, Larry," said Sammy. Larry and Sammy walked together back to Larry's burrow. It was nice to have a friend to talk to. They chatted about their favorite parts of the forest. When they reached Larry's burrow, Sammy said goodbye and scampered off. Larry waved and headed inside his cozy home. It had been a long and exciting day. Larry settled down for the night. He thought about all the new friends he had made. He couldn't wait for tomorrow's adventures. The next morning, Larry woke up with the sun. He stretched and yawned, ready for a new day. He wondered what new adventures awaited him. Larry decided to visit the meadow again. He loved the vibrant colors and the fresh scent of the flowers. As he arrived, he saw his butterfly friend fluttering by. "Hello, butterfly," greeted Larry. The butterfly landed on a flower and said, "Hello, Larry. I'm glad to see you again. Let's explore together." Larry and the butterfly explored the meadow together. They discovered a patch of wild strawberries. Larry took a bite and savored the sweet taste. As they walked, they came across a family of rabbits. The baby rabbits were playing and hopping around. Larry enjoyed watching their playful antics. Larry and the butterfly continued their journey. They reached the edge of the meadow and found a small hill. Larry climbed to the top and looked out over the forest. From the hill, Larry could see the stream and the pond in the distance. He felt a sense of adventure and freedom. The world seemed full of possibilities. Larry decided to visit the pond again. He wanted to see his friends Freddie, Timmy, and Daisy. The pond was as lively and welcoming as ever. Freddie the frog greeted Larry with a big smile. "Welcome back, Larry. We've been waiting for you," said Freddie. "Let's go on another adventure together." Larry and his friends decided to explore the deeper parts of the pond. They swam and splashed around, having a great time. Timmy the turtle showed them hidden underwater treasures. Daisy the dragonfly led them to a secret clearing by the pond. The clearing was filled with beautiful flowers and buzzing bees. Larry felt like he had discovered a magical place. As the sun began to set, Larry and his friends gathered to watch the sunset. The sky turned orange and pink, casting a warm glow over the pond. It was a perfect end to a perfect day. Larry thanked his friends for the wonderful adventure. "I had so much fun today," he said. "Let's do this again soon." Larry headed back to his burrow, feeling happy and content. He loved his home and all the amazing friends he had made. The forest was a special place full of surprises. When Larry reached his burrow, he found a surprise waiting for him. Sammy the squirrel had left a basket of acorns as a gift. Larry smiled, grateful for his thoughtful friend. Larry enjoyed a delicious acorn snack before going to bed. He felt lucky to have such wonderful friends. As he drifted off to sleep, he dreamed of more adventures to come. The next morning, Larry woke up to the sound of birds singing. He felt rested and ready for a new day. He wondered what new discoveries awaited him. Larry decided to explore a part of the forest he had never visited before. He set off with excitement and curiosity. The forest was full of new sights and sounds. As Larry explored, he came across a family of deer. The baby deer were shy but curious. Larry watched them graze and play, feeling a sense of peace. Larry continued his journey and found a hidden cave. He peeked inside and saw sparkling crystals on the walls. The cave was like a hidden treasure. Larry carefully explored the cave, admiring the crystals. He felt like an explorer on an adventure. The cave was cool and mysterious. After exploring the cave, Larry decided to head back home. He felt happy and accomplished. The forest was full of amazing surprises. On his way back, Larry met a wise old owl named Oliver. Oliver shared stories about the history of the forest. Larry loved listening to Oliver's tales. Larry and Oliver became good friends. They often met to share stories and adventures. Larry learned so much from his wise friend. Larry felt grateful for all the friends he had made. Each day in the forest was a new adventure. Life was full of joy and discovery. Larry knew that the forest was his home. He loved every tree, flower, and creature in it. The forest was a place of magic and wonder. As the sun set, Larry felt a sense of peace. He knew that tomorrow would bring new adventures. The forest was a never-ending source of beauty and excitement. Larry curled up in his cozy burrow, ready for a good night's sleep. He felt happy, loved, and content. The adventures of Larry the Lizard was just beginning. Thank you for reading this story with us. If you enjoyed it, please click the like button. And do consider subscribing to our channel. This way, we may reach learners from all over the world and assist them with their English language. We look forward to seeing you in our next lesson.